Welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. Today we'll be doing a summoning session on multiple banners. Not this one, and not this one, of course. But we'll redeem on this one. We're gonna summon over here till we spark Ash. We'll redeem on this one. We will summon for both Legendary and Mythic, Eitry and Thórr. And we will spend all our tickets on this banner. Yeah. So, let's get started. We'll redeem on this. I think I'm gonna go with Loki since it's the only unit that I don't have. If not, I'll go Nyla, and if not, I'll go Tiki. There's really no point on going for Libra. But we'll only redeem. Alright, we did get a colorless. So Loki has been evading me for like the entire game. Even when I summon every other colorless in the game that at that time that was 5-star exclusive, she was literally the only one that I didn't get. That was while I was trying to summon Bard of Fjorm on her very first banner. Alright, so for this one we're just gonna spark, so we're going full circles, summon everything. Hopefully we get a Priam or a Flavia along the way. Probably Flavia, but definitely if we get more Ash, the more the better. There's not even any blue on this banner, but it's still the best way to get to 40s to just go full circles, unfortunately. Which is weird that they gave us this banner with no blues. Like, this is really weird. Like, we're getting 2 reds over here with Priam and Flavia, and then the GHP is also a red, and all 3 of them are sword units, which is really odd for them to do that. And then of course Yanfei, who's the free unit, has probably the best weapon of all 3 of them. Because both him and Priam have distant counter, but Yanfei having damage reduction on his weapon is much better than Priam having minus attack defense -6, I think, or just attack -6. But yeah, so Ash is a really cool unit. Her drive orders, kind of like drive order. Well, no, it's like reverse grimoire, like Halloween Tiki that lets she's able to move to 2 spaces instead. Like Ash lets everybody else move within 2 spaces for her. It's a really cool effect that is it can be really useful in Ether race for moving units, especially like armor units. Okay, not the swordsmen of this banner, but it is steady posture. Yep, steady posture. That's basically all you are, Shannon. I already have a copy of you, so that's why I don't need more Shannons. Not a unit I plan to merge. I mean, steady posture is really good, so. But yeah. So being able to just maneuver your units around is really good. It lets you set up in places where you usually have to like shove or smite into it. Although you still will shove or smite into traps and stuff like that just so you can retreat, but just the mobility of it is really good. And luckily she is a offense unit as opposed to like a defense unit, because units like Bridal Catria are already super annoying with their orders. So just imagine like having them both combined. Bridal Catria gives the orders, so that allows Ash to move, and then Ash allows other units to move. in front of her, so it would just be a very annoying fight. Like, yeah, Barocatry is already one of like my most annoying, the most annoying unit I can find on Eitry, just because, well, both of her effects, mostly the orders and the triangle attack that she is able to produce. But yeah, like combining those two, it could possibly cause some really annoying, unpredictable behavior on units. Which I guess you can replicate on offense, like except you control it, so it's a little easier. But yeah, so very interesting, and also very interesting that we get a beast unit because she combines with Freya, both being light mythics, allowing you to you could run an actual beast team like. So Emran, I already have you a +10 with fully built, but you get Wings of Mercy, or you get Wings of Mercy at 5 stars. So you probably just be defense opening fodder from now on, because I already have a +10. But yeah, so Ash, very interesting units, and then Basilio being the 4-star unit, another Axe unit. We have so many Axe units now. 4 stars easily accessible between the ones that we got in banners and the ones we get in GHPs, which is why it was really cool that we got Yenfei, finally something that is not something we get a lot. Is the last GHP sword that we got was Nemesis, and Nemesis was a while before that, and then even before that it was I believe Itsuki, the last sword, infantry sword before that. So there are not a lot of like infantry swords that we've been getting lately, so it's pretty good that we get one. It's one of those neglected archetypes that they just focus on one thing too much, like infantry axe, infantry axe, lance cavalier, lance flyer. So yeah, it's good that we get a little variety in the Grail units. Red infantry tomes, so many of those that we have. At least most of those come with a preferred weapon, since there tend to be GHPs, but not all of them. Yeah, so I don't know, from this patch, like the only unit that is really worth it is Ash. I mean, she will be back at the end of the month on the legendary banner, because that's how they've been doing this book heroes ever since they started. So hopefully we can get other copies for back then. Like merging mythics is the best, so is the best cost effective merge projects that you can have, mythics and legendaries, because they're always going to be useful as long as you like do iterates in arena competitively. I guess if you don't do those modes, those that content competitively, then of course mythics and legendaries will have less value to you, because that's where they shine, of course. That's the game modes that they design. But yeah, so this is why I hope I get at least one copy before I spark for her. Hopefully, like, not this one, since it's a 3-star. But yeah, I'm hoping for at least one more copy before we spark. aside from that, like I said, not a lot of to gain from this banner. We should be getting the reveal of the Christmas banner soon. It's already like mid-December. Well, almost mid-December, so Christmas banner should be starting soon. Everybody, the big belief is that's probably gonna be based on the little Veronica short that they showed us with, since it was like Christmas theme. At least that's what I believe. Like that was like a little teaser to the actual banner. It should be what duo, not duo. What's the other one? Resplendent, not resplendent. I can never remember that word. The duo heroes that are from two different games. Nope, we have so many different things: ascended, resplendent, legendary, mythics. That one specific name that they have for those heroes is the only one I can never remember. Okay, so at least a 4-star XN Keaton. I already have one, but he's really good to have since he has Beast Valor. That's mostly the reason why I use him for, just for Beast Valor. But he does come with special spirals, so that's pretty good to have. I mean, unless you like picked up a couple of them once on the what's the Halloween banner? I think it was a Halloween banner that had a special spiral in the 4-star unit, the 4-star special. I didn't get any of them, so. But yeah, but special spirals still are really good for a couple of units. Other things like we got Tiki release, I believe it was yesterday. Not Tiki, Noe. Resplendent Noe. So they already announced the next unit. Resplendent Ishnar. At first, when I saw it, when I saw the art, just a little chibi form that shows on the notification page, I thought it was Asker because he has the white with a little gold trimmings. Then when I saw the picture, because the legging is all black and gold, I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's Emblem, but it turns out to be Jotunheim, and it doesn't look very Jotunheim to me. I don't know, like, I guess it's the all white that really kind of makes it like, it doesn't look like Nod or Dagger with the all white dress. Like the all white is, the emphasis on white is something that all the Asker Resplendents have. Like the emphasis on light blue for Niffle and red for Muspel. Man, what are we, 4.5? 4.25. So hopefully we can get something right here so we can just close out. But yeah, we only got like one 5-star and one 4-star special, which is kind of bad. Like, we usually at least get 2 units on our way to 40. Can it be Ash? No, it's Rebecca again. Which she could use a Resplendent hero because those eyes are really bright, you could say. It's like all white. Alright, just 2 to go. Hopefully Ash is in here so we can close it out. Can I get an Ash, please? Nope, it's just Lisa. Lisa, and all those Gen 1 healers who are never gonna get refined. Like, I think they wanna go at least through all the 5-star exclusives before they even look at the 4-star ones. We didn't even picked up a Basilio either. Then we didn't pick up anyone from this banner. That's kind of sucks. Alright, let's get our cow, laser tail cow. At least we are able to +1 the free one that we get, which was not something we were able to do with Air or Peony when they came out. But yeah, our appearance rate is at 4.5, so we might come back to that. But for now, I think the rarest unit is here still Azura, which is on that weird, also with the dancers, like with the healers, like only they start giving like refines to the 5-star healers, but no dancer has gotten a refine till this date. And the first one that will get one will be Legendary Azura, which, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with Legendary Azura. And like, she won't even, like, having her get a refine will not even set a precedence for dancers getting a refine because she's a legendary hero. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that. Like, she will not set a precedence. It's not like her getting a refine means dancers are getting a refine. No, she's getting a refine because she's a legendary hero. Just like when Legendary Ike and Legendary Oma got the refines, it didn't set a precedence for legendary heroes getting a refine because they were just getting the same weapon as their base counterparts with like regular base Ike, who also has Ragnell, and of course base Ryoma, who also has Raijinto. So until we see a non legendary dancer get a refine, it doesn't set any precedence. There's also Young Azura, which is a Grail unit, and their Grail units are also been getting refines. Although she is a Tempestral unit, we just skip Canas, which is a Tempestral unit, so again, we'll have to see if they'll even do dancer refines. That was 5 3-stars. That is sad. And no green. That is also sad because the main point is getting Eitry and Thórr. So we're gonna leave here, and I'm just gonna start sniping greens. I hate sniping on legendary banners, but at the very least, all 3 of them are useful. It's just that whenever I start sniping, I always end up not getting more than one of the orbs I'm looking for. Alright, dagger. At least it's one of them. This is a plus speed dagger. Alright, that at least gives my dagger a merge. But I really need Thórr. Thórr is, of course, the priority, being a mythic that you need for when she's in season. And of course, Eitry is also good to have because she's a pretty good unit, having the so many debuffs to attack that she's actually really well bulky. Oh, Orochi. Orochi is a unit we're merging, so not a bad pickup. But yeah, hopefully we can get units that we can get green orbs, so we can at least try to snipe for Eitry and Thórr. So book 6 just started. God, jeez. So book 6 just started, and of course, we're back to Midgard for more Embla and not yeah, Askar and Emblem. So I like that we're picking up back the story with Veronica and everything. So this is basically what the Fails is like. This is what this game is about. Them, the Order of Heroes, Alphonse, Askar, and everything. So going back to the story in Askar is really good. Although the end of the last book was a little weird, like so having Regan's technically now the queen of Nithabilir, but she leaves to join the Order of Heroes and leaves Dagger in charge as the viceroyalty of Nithabilir. So technically the royal family of Jotunheim now has control both Jotunheim and Nithabilir. And this is like the first time like we left a kingdom without a proper ruler. I guess technically we left the land of hell with no ruler of hell, but like for all the other ones, like somebody has taken over as from the family, the bloodline taken over. So in Askar, technically, Henriette is still the queen. She just took over when Gustav died. Then on Embla, technically, Veronica's been the emperor this whole time. So that hasn't changed. Then the first book was, of course, Nefo, which Creed isn't. He went back and he became the king of Nefol, while I guess Levatane is the queen of Muspel. They never because both Legiarn and Surtur are dead, so technically she's the only one of the royal family. I guess did Legiarn get revived in the Tempest Trial, or is that a different Legiarn? Is Ascender Legiarn the Legiarn from the story, or is she a Legiarn from another world? And if she is back, does that mean that she is the queen of Muspel? She's technically the champion of the god Muspel, but is she the ruler of Muspel? So anyway, so Levatane is technically, at the end of the book, she was technically the ruler of Muspel. After that, we of course went to the Dream World, which I guess doesn't exist anymore. That is also unclear if the fairies even have a world anymore, because we killed both Freyr and Freya. So both Liosenheimer and Dogelheimer are gone? Question mark? We don't really know. So, without their kings, are the worlds still there or not? We're at 9%. Hopefully we can get something. Not on this one though. But yeah, so it's like the stories on that one is... we don't know. We don't know what happened to the land of fairies. And then, of course, after that it was Nithabilir and Jotunheim, which Nod was supposed to be the first in line to inherit Jotunheim, but she dies on the storyline, so it's Dagger now will inherit Jotunheim from her mother, which is the queen of Jotunheim, but right now she's also the Not is so. I mean, Dagger is also the viceroy of Nithavalir. Just so Regin can remain in the order of heroes. I don't know. I just find a little weird, like the way they treat the free units. Like the free units, technically, they are the original ones, not another world copy. So like the air that we have, the Fjorn that we have, those are the actual ones from those realms that we went to, not another one from a different realm. Oh, this is Ike. This puts my Ike to 8 or 9. No, 8. Alright, yeah, we're getting close to plus 10 in Ike. But I would like Dagger now. I mean, not Dagger. Thórr. Nope. Just Hawkeye. 9.5%. And nothing to show for it. And this could be the bad. Okay, it's just Tatiana. Man, I am having really bad luck on these summonings today. Literally only one unit from the banner. Nothing on the last banner. Lots of raisins, which I already plus 10 him, and he doesn't really have much other than, well, I guess he does have steady posture. So, combined with the Shannon that we got earlier. But yeah, other than that, not much. Soren. To this day, I have not plus 10, not 5-star a single Soren. I don't know. It really is one of those units that serves no purpose. Like his refine is just like chill speed or chill rest. And as a support unit, he's outclassed by simply running the double shields or just sabotage kills or another dagger. Alright, at least it's... Alright, we'll finish this circle. Hopefully we get something else since we're at 10%. Hopefully here, Thórr. Nope, just a Cecilia. So it definitely does not look like we're gonna have much luck on today's summoning banner. No, 3 stars. Which is this banner, it's probably like the longest lasting legendary mythic banner that we have ever had. Oh, Tanith is at least good. Not a 5-star, but alright, let's take a break and summon on these tickets. We are going for red and if not green. So I'm only summoning on the tickets for this because I want to save the ores for attempting to get Thórr and Eitry. Pala. So hopefully, I don't know, more Kid Ericas would be good. I can merge them since I made her an arena unit now. She's water blessed, so Soleil. Green. I don't know. Maybe we get Sheeta. Nope, 3 stars. 3-star Titania. So yeah, like we shouldn't have any new heroes banners into like next year, which is hopefully we get like at least one more TMS banner next year, because it's been like what, 3 years, 2 years since, no, I think 2 or 3 years almost since the last TMS banner, which is like literally the only Tokyo Realization banner that we have ever gotten. And they have no ults, no nothing, which is really weird. Like, I don't know why exactly, like, we haven't gotten them with any ults, or the rest of the cast. It's not like there's a lot of them. Like, the cast of that game is probably the smallest cast of any Fire Emblem game, aside from like Warriors, which I think has like less original characters to that game. So like, I think there's only like four or five. The twins, the bad guy, his son, and their mother. I think that's all there is. So yeah, so, and I don't think we'll ever get Warriors, because we would have gotten it already. But yeah, so hopefully we get another Tokyo Mirage Session banner, since just leaving it at one. Colorless or blue? I forgot who's on blue and who's in colorless. I guess Kid Leon is in blue. And Lara Shell? Is Kid Lara Shell on colorless? I forgot to look who was on those. It doesn't matter, it's a 3-star. Blue is, yeah. Oh, colorless is definitely not worth summoning on. And red, the last one. And then we'll go back to trying to get green orbs to summon Thórr or Eitry. So yeah, there we go. 8 tickets, 0 units. Alright, back to the hell of sniping. Ugh. For the worst color to snipe on green. Leon. Yeah, so if this year it turns out to be like a hero's winter banner, like the Christmas banner turns out to be like Faye OC's legend, then those are typically the ones that have been in the New Year's banner. New Year's banner has been mostly Faye OC's. Like, we got let's see. Names. We have New Year's Anna, New Year's Duo Alphonse Sharena, New Year's Air, New Year's Reed, New Year's Fjorm, New Year's Guntra. I guess the first one was Fates with New Year's Azura. And I think the banner only had like 3 units on it. But yeah, like after that, it's been mostly original characters from Fates, so it'll be interesting to see what we get on this banner. And can I get green orbs? Jeez. Okay, base Ike. I guess he's here because we didn't get Priam. But yeah, no luck on this banner at all. But sometimes we get more than one green orb, but we must be getting no green orbs. And a lot of Shinas. At least give me something newer than freaking Gem 1 green units. Another Gem 1 green unit. Yeah, like, so for the duels, what is it called? The hero duels, unit duels, the brand new PvP mode that lets you fight other people in real time has been well received from what I've seen. Especially like YouTubers have done. It allows them to do like content with the audience, like allows them to, especially those who like to stream, to be able to like fight other people in real time. Like I really don't. I neither have the time to stream nor the ability to do it in any, to play in like any time where a lot of people would be on. So I don't think it'd be something like I would do, but seems to be like a lot of people are doing it, like, because it's good for interaction. Finally something new. It's good for interactions with like your audience, I guess. But for what I see, it's been mostly well received. It's fun, I guess. I mean, it's very annoying to fight. What's her name? Ascended Legion. She tends to be like the one unit that really annoys me whenever she's on the opposite team, just because she hits so hard. Still no greens. It's like when you're sniping, the game knows you're sniping, so it doesn't give you the colors you want. So far, 2 daggers, and that's it. At least one Thórr. If I can just at least get one Thórr, and no more batteries, which is a unit that has like absolutely zero fodder. Like, what do you have? Like Fury 2. Absolutely nothing good. I guess he has shove, but so many units have shove. Marth is another unit that has like no fodder. Just like pivot, I guess. That's the only thing you can fodder him for. But yeah, a lot of units, like Gem 1 units, have like no use for passing skills or anything. Mustafa, which, hey, he's in the whatchamacallit, the what's that thing called? Oh, the story that they do with the 4 new heroes. Oh man, I keep telling you guys, I'm really bad at remembering name of things. The okay, now that at least I can check to see what it's called. Forging Bonds. Yes, he's in the Forging Bonds in the Basilio storyline. Hey, it's pretty cool to see like them bring back units every now and then from other games. Like Riz is in it. Alright, we got Eitry at the very least. We finally got something from this banner. What should be like minus attack or something like that? Plus speed. Well, I guess it's not the worst. Minus defense kind of sucks, but fine. We're at 10%, so let's close this circle. Even if we get nothing, it's still better to take the chance than to be like, oh man, that could have been something else in there. Azama. I don't know, maybe Dimitri. We can get a Dimitri, either fallen or legendary. Because that's interesting that they did both of them, like both Dimitris in one banner. Especially because he's coming back on the Fallen Hero Revival, like Fallen Dimitri. So, I don't know, a lot of these units are overlapping banners, like coming back and then just coming right back on another banner. And nope, just scoring, which I guess a Resplendent would be good for her. I'm actually surprised that she hasn't gotten a Resplendent by now. But we just did Noe, so maybe they don't want to do another dragon yet. I guess the original ones were still missing both Noe and Adult Tiki. But I just kind of forgot about Adult Tiki. They gave her the summer version, and after that it's just been Young Tiki. After that, no more Adult Tikis. Like what, 5 versions of Young Tiki? And yeah, regular Young Tiki. Then we have Summer Young Tiki, Legendary Young Tiki, Fallen Young Tiki. Then we have the one that she's with Ninian as a duo hero, or yeah. So a lot of young tikis, not a lot of adult tikis. All right, hopefully here is Thórr. If I can just get Thórr, I can stop summoning. But no, we're gonna get Gunther's. I'm gonna get the same units over and over again. And Mustafa again. Yeah, literally the same units over and over again. And I'm sorry I didn't have like a big topic to talk about. I usually have like something at least I can carry on a conversation while we're summoning, but it is like 10 a.m. in the morning, well, 10:30 in the morning, and I really need to do this today because I'm really not gonna have any other time to do it. And I do have to go to sleep because I gotta work today again. Working pretty much like 12 hours, 5 days a week for like the last 2 months, which is really tiring now. Alright, another Eitry, still no Thórr. At least we don't have to keep that minus defense. Yeah, we can keep this one plus attack. I think plus attack is a little better for her. We'll close out this circle again. Even if we get nothing like the last one, but still. I'd rather close out the circle than, like wonder, hey, maybe there was something else in there. So for those of you who have gotten Thórr, and for those of you, of course, that are using Ash this week since it is light season, what are your thoughts on them? Like, especially, Thórr, we won't be able to use her until next week, but unless you've been using her in Arena, since she's a bonus unit there. But for Ash, how have you been using her, like as just a teleport bot, or wait, did we just get like 3 Lianas in one banner? No, just 2 Lianas. But yeah, is she just like a smite bot for you, or like, well, not even smite, just a teleport bot, or she would be good in like a Beast Gale Force team with, because she goes well with Freya, both being Beast units, both being able to Gale Force. One Gale Force because she's fast, the other one because she gets auto doubles. Not auto doubles, guarantee follow up attack. They pair well with Beloria, being all beast units, so Beloria can teleport with Wings of Mercy and Gale Force, allowing one of the other two to Gale Force easily. I mean, that's one of the teams I'm thinking about, like creating like that. It would probably be not my best scoring team, of course, because if I have to take out air out of the team, then that drops my score by a lot because my air is currently plus 7 or plus 8. No, plus 7, I want to say. Or plus 8. I can't remember. But yeah, air is. Why am I summoning on everything? Why did I summon blue? But yeah, with air being my highest merch in it, then I really cannot afford to take her out of the team. So I guess it would be, I couldn't have like a full beast team, which would be easy, like with both of them, Freya and Ash. Then you can have Beloria for lowering your cooldowns on Gale Force, and then you can use Rayson and or his sister, which name escapes my mind right now. But yeah, you can have like a full beast offense team with just Gale Force and Wings of Mercy. Now Gale Force. Oh, Maribel. All right, not bad, I guess. She has Murder Plus and Staff Valor, but I guess she is Dazzling Staff. She's good past Dazzling Staff. And how long? Okay, we still have a little bit of time before recording cuts out, and we hopefully find Thórr here so I can stop. All I need is Thórr, at least one copy. Not Merrick. Which, I will say this, out of all the units that got a resplendent, upgraded art, probably Merrick is the one that benefited the most. I really never liked his original art. I mean, I still think the hat is kind of dumb looking, but the rest of him looks much better than the original Merrick art that we got. Oh, Echidna, you're now so power level that, I mean power crap, that it's not even having you anymore. Worth having you anymore. Can this be it? I don't have enough orbs to do a full circle. Alright. If this is not it, then I guess we'll be stopping around here. Yep, this will be the end. I'll probably do some summon offline just to close out my raid. I still have 3 days to do it, but pick up a couple of orbs from some of the storylines that I haven't done. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Can at the very least see what we got. Rarity in descending order. Alright, so everything that we got is that Shannon, a Keaton, which is a 4-star, 5-star upgrade, an Ash that we spark for, a dagger, Ike, another dagger, 2 Eitry. So we got out of like, what is it, almost 500 orbs, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units because the other ones don't count. They're 4-star updates, and Ash doesn't count because we spark for her. So yeah, we didn't get a lot. Out of 400 orbs, that's like 1 every 100 orbs, which is pretty bad odds, all things considering. We had 2 Eitries, 2 daggers, and a Shannon. And oh, plus the 9 tickets, so yeah, we really didn't pick up anything out of all of this. But yeah, I merged both PMFA, I gave him the plus speed, and I'm thinking of feeding him his own sister for Kestrel Sands 3 and Spur. But yeah, that pretty much closes this summoning session. Not the most well spent orbs, but sometimes you win, a lot of times you lose. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye. Oops.